Today we are going to discuss about the Fulton automata. Before we have to discuss about the Fulton automata, first we have to know about the regular grammar and language and corresponding automation, that is DFA, that is deterministic finite automation, and the NDFA, that is non-deterministic finite automation. But here the DFA or NFA is not a powerful enough to recognize the context-free language. But the finite automation have a strict finite memories. So the automations to recognize the context-free language may require the additional amount of storage which will be used to store the data. That is also very important here. So we require the additional amount of storage to store the additional amount of storage which will use to store the data. So I have taken an example here. So when you have to match the parentheses in any programming language, that is left parenthesis and right parenthesis, or left curly brace or right curly brace here. So how we have to encounter this here, when we have to encounter the left parenthesis, we have to store the left parenthesis on the stack. And when we have to encounter the right parenthesis, we have to pop this corresponding left parenthesis from the stack. How it is possible? See, so the left parenthesis and the corresponding the right parenthesis here, right? And it will be read by the finite control, and when the late parenthesis will be read or scanned by the finite control, it will be stored the late parenthesis or push the late parenthesis on the stack, right? So now the input control on the right parenthesis likewise, right? Now when the right parenthesis will be encountered by the finite control, it will be popped from the stack. So we have to match the number of late parentheses will be the number of right parentheses. So here we have to use additional memory, that is stack, to remember the scan symbol, that is late parenthesis and right parenthesis here. Okay. Now I have to discuss another example, that is a to the power n, b to the power n, such that n greater than or equal to 0. Here the string likewise, when the n value is 2, so AA and BB, right? So it will be stored in input tape, that is A, BB, and when the input tape read this A symbol, it will store the stack. It will store the stack, and again it will when it will read the another A, and it will also store the stack like this, right? Now when it will read the B symbol from the input tape, it will pop this A from the stack. Again the B is not there, right? Now the last B will be input tape, and it will be read by the finite control, and again it will remove from the stack. Likewise, it will number of A will be same as number of B, right? So now the formal definition of push down automata, you have already known that in the FA, that is finite automation, that is DFA or NFA, there are 5 tuples, Q sigma, delta, Q0F, but here we have to require the additional storage, that is stack. So you require the stack top symbol, that is Z, okay, and the set of symbol that is stored in a stack, that is stack symbol, which can be pushed and popped from the stack, that is also important. So the PDA can be defined as a collection of 7 components, that is Q, that is finite set of states, that is sigma, that is finite set of inputs, that is also gamma, Abdel gamma, that is also a stack symbol which can be pushed and popped from the stack. Q0 is the initial state, Z is a start symbol or the top symbol, and F is the final state, and delta is a mapping function, it is important, which is used to moving from the current state to next state. Okay, understood? That is the formal definition. So you have to know, that is first we have to know that is regular grammar and regular language and corresponding automations, that is FA and DFA. In DFA and NFA, that is deterministic finite automations and non-deterministic finite automation. And here the finite automations, you have already remember the finite number of A's or B's, but when you have to remember the number of A's to number of B's, the number of A is equal to number of B's, or when we have to require that the parenthesis is matching. So you have to require the additional storage, that is stack, and when the data is read from the input tape and it will be stored the stack, and when it is when the another B's will be read by the finite control and it will be removed from the stack likewise. So that's all. If you have any query, then you have to mail me or you have to contact with my phone number. Thank you.